Hello, this is Erica with the Purple Quilt Company with a new video for a scrap block. So we're going to explore the double 9-patch block from the Block a Day book. If you want to see how to make a block like this, please stay tuned. I am looking forward to sharing this block with you. This is from the Block a Day book by Lucinda Ganderton. It has 365 quilting squares in it, and I want to share a new block with you today. I've been thinking about this block a lot for the past couple days, and so I'm going to share it now. We're going to make the double 4-patch block. It's really cool because you can go into your 2.5-inch squares and 5-inch squares, but there is one thing that you have to consider. These 2.5-inch squares, since they're going to be sewn into a 4-patch, they're actually going to finish at 4.5 inches. So as you're making your pieces, these larger squares, instead of being 5 inches, are going to be 4.5 inches. Now, I already started this block. I thought I was recording, but apparently I was not. So I've already made my 4 patches. Let me show you my fabrics that I'm working with. Again, the larger squares are 4.5 inches. I actually cut those from my large scraps that have not been cut down yet. And then I pulled 2.5-inch squares from my 2.5-inch square box. I had 4 of these pinks, but the yellows that I had, I didn't have 4 of any one. So I just used 2 that were kind of similar. So this is what the block is going to look like. I need to now stitch these 2 rows together and then, or stitch these 2 sets of blocks into rows, then sew the rows together. Hopefully it will be recorded this time. Unfortunately, I did not get to film making the 4 patches, but you've seen me do that before, so it shouldn't be a big deal. So here we go. We're going to stitch the rows together and then create the block. So here we go. Okay, so I just pulled the block off and I'm going to do a little bit of swirling the seams for this one. I swirled the seams for my 4 patch right here. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So I want to show you how to swirl the seams. This is not really necessary for the big block, but I want to show you. This is what I do for all my 4 patches. Got this technique from Eleanor Burns, I think was the first person that I saw do it. All right, so what we'll do is I'm going to make sure that all of the seams spin the same way. So I'm going to push this, the seam on the right, I'm going to push it up, and then I'm going to push the seam on the left down. And you might have to take out some stitches. I'm going to have to take out some stitches here, but only up to the seam line. Don't go past the seam line. Okay, and then should I do the other side too? Probably. Okay, but they just come up easily, hopefully. Okay. And what it does is it helps that seam lie super flat. The center seam lie really flat. So now I have this pressed, and I'm just gonna push it down with my finger. And then when I press the block in just a second, all of the seams are gonna be the same way. I did finger press the rows toward the big squares, but these are gonna be pressed towards the 4 patches, and that's okay. So let's get this block pressed, and then we will see what it looks like. Here is the completed double 4-patch block. It is so cute. I love the way that it turned out. This block I think would be really nice. This one is in 3 colors, but a 2-color quilt with this would be wonderful. A you know, any kind of themed quilt could be nice in a block like this. And I even thought about supersizing it to make an easy baby quilt, where I would use my 5-inch squares, and then instead of using my 10-inch squares, cutting some big squares down to 9.5, because that's what these 4 patches would finish at. It would be super duper cute and easy. This block was really fast to put together, so I hope you'll give it a try. Again, it's called the double 4-patch. I've seen it everywhere, but I wanted to show it to you from the Block a Day book. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.